Right, hi and welcome back to YouTube. We are up in Teaneck, New Jersey for the New York Pro today. This is just going to vlog it. It's New York Pro, so why not? We've just driven, it's like an hour drive from where we were staying down in like Township, New Jersey, near Iron Revolution and that sort of area. So now we are up at the Glen Point, which is where the New York Pro is. It's also where we came 2 or 3 years ago now for Universe, for Colin's first attempt at a pro card. We'll be catching up with Colin shortly. Trained with him yesterday with Kyle. For those who don't know, Colin, I've coached for 3 years. Obviously, turned pro last year with me, which was cool. So always nice to catch up with him. But yeah, we've got New York Pro. Today's a Friday, so we've got Classic. We've got every division except for bodybuilding and bikini. So the main, obviously, one we're here to see is Classic. Mr. One Punch Naz against Diego and Justin. They're kind of the front 3 favourites. So that is pre-judging starts in about 35 minutes, but obviously there won't be. Classic will be probably one of the later ones on. So we will just see. And we've got finals tonight, and then we're going out for a meal this evening, which I will of course vlog as well. So, and then tomorrow we've got a bodybuilding pre-judge and a training session in the morning at one of the very good gyms up this way. So we've got a lot on, but we are just walking over now. We're staying here tonight. Obviously, because we're going to watch the show tomorrow, and I didn't fancy driving an hour back down, so then driving an hour back up tomorrow morning. It was actually quite an easy drive, that in hindsight, probably should have just done that, because packing and money, but it works, it was fine, we've done it now. So yeah, we're going to get into the Marriott and go see what's going on. I'm sure there's lots of people knocking about, and it's going to be a good day. We are in pre-judging. We've watched Women's Physique, and then Figure, and now it's Wellness, and then it's Fit Model, and then it's 212, and then it's eventually a class I'll actually watch. However, obviously I saw the comments on a YouTube video I posted the other day. A few people were saying, oh, you've got to try muffin whilst you're here. And I just looked at it and said, fuck it, I want an actual muffin. So didn't think much of it. And then Colin got here today, who's currently holding the camera. And he said, oh, we'll have to get you a muffin whilst you're here. I was like, I've heard that a few times now. It turns out they're actually at the show as well. Bro's locked in. So the reason this is filmed from a horrendous angle as well, by the way, is because there's no cameras allowed in here and I'll get kicked out immediately. So we're doing it very low key. You've seen the B-roll of the two. We've got some samples from Mr. Goob. He obviously has the Instagram page. We've got like his special flavour, which is I don't know, he said it was some hostess roll or something, which we don't, snowball, that was it, it's like a snowball. And I obviously got the cinnamon one, which we'll try first. Fucking hell, it's a dense one. Why is it so dense? I've got my actual meals to eat after this, but I'm starting with this. Very cinnamony. It's good though. You don't know they're like protein muffins. They are very dense. You can tell they're not like a normal like fluffy muffin, but they're actually good. They don't taste like shit. Em got like a Tresla, the Ches one, which is like caramel. What is it? Tresla Ches is caramel. What is Tresla Ches?
It's sweet Spanish milk cake.
Sweet Spanish milk cake. I thought it was caramel. It's also pretty good. It's just the same texture, but like, do you want any of the cinnamon? Good answer. Yeah, the top's gonna be the best bit, innit? Okay, the top is the best bit. Very good. We'll try a bit of the marshmallow coconut thing. Probably the best one, but that might be because it's the freshest. Got a different texture to it, but yeah, muffins, they're good. They just taste like normal muffins, I'll be honest, so I'm a fan. Right, now we've got our actual meal. We have 3 low-calorie rice cakes. They're like 5 grams of carbs of rice cake. the mega fit chicken meal prepped, and then just a load of salad. So balancing it out after the little samples of the muffin. Yeah, I'm going to eat this, continue watching Wellness, and wait for Naz to get on in Classic, because that's what we're here for. This is obviously pre-judging. We're then going to have like a 4-hour gap between pre-judging finals, which we'll go and do something as well, but I will give you my thoughts post pre-judging on how far ahead I think Naz is, because we obviously know he's going to win. We're still sat here watching. It's meant to finish 20 minutes ago, and they're still only just gone to men's physique. So Classic's next on after this, with watching them all. Colin went and won some giveaway thing with the muffin people with Goob. So you could given 5 like mystery flavours. So he's kindly given Em and I one. I've got like a fruity pebble one. Em's got like a carrot cake one that she's tucking into. So we're going to eat a full muffin, because I'm fucking starving now, the meal behind. It's got some protein, so it counts as a meal. What are your thoughts, Em?
Here with us from Brazil,
Just
number
nice.
112 is Rafael Oliveira.
We'll give the fruity pebble a quick review. Right, there we go.
Now you're ready for your show? Yeah, I got it.
Unreal. Smells good.
I would do it if I was doing junior rounds.
Woo! Welcome you!
It tastes like fruity pebbles shouldn't be edible. It's a very strong flavour. The muffin is very dense and dry, but it's a protein muffin. It's going to be. It's pretty good.
When he was like, "Yo, when are you? Where are you?"
I'd give it
And I'd be like,
7.5 out
I
of
had
10.
some stuff I had to do with the
Considering it's a
hotel.
protein muffin, I'll probably give it an 8.
And he'd be like, "Yo, check in," and I'd be like,
I would still rather eat
he'd be
a
like, "Why are
Kroger
you spray tan?"
cinnamon muffin. They were better, but they were way worse macros. So. It's come up to 3 p.m. We have just finished pre-judging. Verdict's coming shortly. Just checked into our hotel, so we're at like Hampton across the road, which is where pretty much all the competitors are staying. Got a nice kitchen area, and then we have the living area space. This is the great thing about hotels in America, is they all have like suites. We're on the 14th floor with a nice new view of New Jersey there. You've got a nice little desk for morning check-ins with the team. And then we come through here. We have spare double bed because Em's claimed that one and banished me to this one. So we've got more space, bathroom and toilet behind in there. So yeah, very nice for our lovely one night stay that we definitely didn't need. However, can't really complain. Now let us sit down and give our thoughts on prejudging. Having watched Classic, I didn't really pay attention to other classes. I was too busy reviewing muffins, as you saw. But it is 3 p.m. and I've had a mega fit Bumstead Savage meal this morning, which is 450 calories of just sweet potato and bison, which was really fucking good though. Then I had that chicken lettuce and rice cake, and then I had the little sample of muffin, and then I had one full muffin. So we're probably, I've tracked all my food. We're sat at about 1,300 calories for the day, and it's 3 p.m. A little bit behind on water as well, so it's not looking good. But yeah, so I watched Classic. In my opinion, it's lights out for Naz. Now, we were sat quite a way away, but yeah, so you will have some good footage on screen, probably now, or will have watched it already, of prejudging. So the main top three coming into it were Naz, Diego, and Justin. Justin, we'll start with him. I think they've just got it wrong. His coach and him, unfortunately, he's just off, right? I think his tan, something's gone wrong with that as well, because it was a little bit green, which is a shame, because it's annoying when it's stuff like that ruins kind of the look. it's kind of in your control, but it's also kind of not. Like if you just get a bad mixture of tan and it goes on you and it's green, there's only so much you can do. So that's unfortunate. I do feel for him. Peaking wise, he started to sweat really, really badly. He was in the top 3 to start with and then just gradually moved out. They sent Naz and Diego off stage, so they're clear top 2. And then when it was the remainder of that first call out, Justin was getting worked out and out because he was sweating more and more. So I don't think Justin's even, he might be top 4. So I think he's looking at 4th or 5th, which is a surprise. Diego was very, very good, very complete. Back shots ridiculous, smokes pretty much everyone from the back. He's just small. Like structurally, he's massive, he's really wide. Height-wise, he's very small. And when you put him in a lineup next to Naz, next to Justin and people like that, it does make a little bit of a difference, but he was very polished, very dense. So he's pushing Naz at the minute, but in my opinion, from what I've seen, I only have him winning maybe 2 shots, and that's the back double and the side chest. I think Naz has changed his side chest recently, and it's not quite comfortable yet by the looks of it. I would assume that was done probably when he saw Steve a few days ago, because you can hear Cal, his coach, shouting from the crowd like pull into the lat and stuff, like giving him cues that he's clearly only just learned. And I think there's going to take a bit of time to get that used to it, but I think his side chest needed to change because I think that was probably his worst shot. So yeah, that's just going to take a little bit of work. So I'd probably give Diego the side chest and the back double. On the live stream, everyone was saying like, oh, Naz looks a little bit soft for the glutes and hamstrings. That's just the live stream. In person, they were pretty sharp. Could maybe be a little bit sharper, but they were pretty sharp. And all the other shots, I think Naz kills everybody. Like, not even remotely close. Just from a completeness, from a roundness, shape perspective, muscularity, like just anything you can think of, I think Naz kills them. Now, am I slightly biased? Potentially. But that is the verdict on prejudging. But it was a very good lineup. Some people were on, some people were off. Main thing I can't believe is how quiet it was in the crowd. I'll put a clip from my phone on screen now. Like, even when classic prejudging was on, which is the main thing today, it was 50% full, if that, and it was kind of silent throughout prejudging. It was very, very weird. Like when you compare that to like some of the European shows I've been to, FIBO, Prague, those sorts of shows, like even though the lineup is arguably better here, there's a lot more competitors and there's 3 of the top 10 Olympians there, and it's, you know, it's an exciting show. People just aren't that fussed, so that's interesting. I am doing a video on such a topic of sort of the difference between Europe and America and in bodybuilding and stuff like that. That is coming soon, that is in the works. But yeah, that is the prejudging. We are now about to go for, I want to say dinner, like it's only 3 p.m, we're going for dinner at like 3:30 with Colin and Brianna, his partner, Em and I, the 4 of us, going to catch up, which will be nice. We're going back to Cheesecake Factory, Em and I's favourite. Now all you watching this being like, oh, Cheesecake Factory, like it's unbelievable. There's so many options, you know what you're getting, and you get the brown bread. Okay, so shut up, we're going back there. We're going for a meal with Kyle on Sunday, and that'll be like, we'll go to a fancier steakhouse or something like that. So today we're just like, we want something quick. There's a Cheesecake Factory down the road. We want something quick before finals that we can enjoy and we all can get something we like. So, and Emma just shouted that she wants some bread, which I do as well. The brown bread is the best part, and the refill of Diet Coke, because I'm behind on water, so I'm just going to go chug sugar-free Coke to make up for that. So we're going to head there, grab a meal. I'll film the food I get, but I'm not doing a full-on review like I did in the other video, just because I want to spend some time without a camera and enjoy time with my friends. We got the food. Oh, we got some of the food. Em and I have got our food. Brianna and Colin definitely don't. I went for a really original meal that I've definitely not had 2 days ago. We got a nothing chicken parm with sweet potato fries. We're on the 3rd round of brown bread between us, mainly me. Em got some bistro burger.
With pickles.
With extra pickles, because she's an absolute freak. So yeah, I think we have 2 more burgers on the way, probably next week at this rate. It has honestly been like 10 minutes. I'm going to start eating because the food's just going to go cold at this point, so yeah, what a mess. We're back from Cheesecake Factory. Of course, we got something to go, okay? So obviously in the last video, I tried I think it was a sort of caramel cheesecake slice, right? This time around, Em actually wants some cheesecake. So first up, we've got the red velvet that we're going to try in a little bit, not right now. And second up, the one I wanted the other day, but couldn't get because they were out of stock of it, we have the Cinnabon. So we've got two cheesecakes here. A good amount of food, to say the least. Okay. I'm sat at about 3k calories for the day now. 66% of which pretty much came from that meal. Plus we'll have the cheesecake in a little bit. Like, it's 5:30 now. Finals started half an hour ago, so we're literally about to head over. They'll just be doing women's physique, women's figure, and then it's wellness. And we only really care about watching from wellness forwards. So we're gonna head back over to that, let the meal we've eaten digest a little bit, and then tonight I will come back, have a bit of cheesecake, and I've also got some whey isolate with me for that final meal, just to make sure that I'm still hitting protein. Okay, if you are gonna deviate from your meal plan, I do at least advise still have protein with that off-plan meal, right? So my chicken parm, very high in protein still, and a lot of other shit, but still good protein. And then when I'm having the cheesecake later, we'll still make sure we get some decent whey isolate in. With that, I've also had digestive enzymes, my betaine HCl, and my GDAs, just to manage it. And we'll go get some steps in now to help it all digest as we walk over to finals. Very excited for finals. Been speaking to Naz after prejudging and just talking through things with him. You know, having seen more videos, HD videos, Gilco videos come out, I do think it's a little bit closer than what I probably said earlier between Diego and Naz. I still have Naz winning, personally. I think the live stream did Naz a massive disservice. And obviously with the Brazilian fan base, everybody's now on Instagram like, oh, fucking Diego's pushing Naz. He is pushing him, for sure. I don't think he's beaten him, though. And like, it was 5th and 6th at the Olympia. He pushed him at the Olympia, but he didn't beat him. So, and I also think Naz will come back better for finals. He had a bit of a rough time making weight and then carving up. So I think he'll be sharper tonight, for sure. So we're going to go watch that. But it was good to catch up with him. Right then, we are back from finals for day 1 of the New York Pro. Naz took the win, as predicted. All I'll say is I told you so. I put on my story at prejudging a rather biased video of Naz saying you're 2026 Olympia champ. To which obviously Instagram favoured Diego at this showing. As for why, I think the live stream was horrendous and did not do Naz any favours. And also I think the Brazilian fans, Diego could have probably been, well, I know Diego's Colombian, but the South American fans could have, you know, Diego could have been in the 3rd call out and they'd still have said that he should be beating Naz. Okay, so the hype on Instagram, I think, because everybody expected Naz to be like far clear, and then it was suddenly a lot closer than they anticipated. I think that's why the hype was much more towards Diego, because it was, you know, the biggest shock was Diego being that close. And he looked good, like, you know, can't fault him. I think side chest, back double, yeah, Diego wins. All the other poses, Naz smoked him, in my opinion. So, yeah, it was a good showing. Spoke to Naz's coach, Cal, obviously, also from the UK. Still in for Pittsburgh. Naz had a very rough peak, to say the least. I won't go into the details, but I'm sure he'll talk about it at some point. So he'll definitely be better for Pittsburgh, which will be very cool to see. It was a good show. Ali Blau won men's physique. Again, that genuinely just was not even close. And so he's going to win Pittsburgh next weekend again. And then he's probably going to come second to Round Terry at Olympia. Again, UK bias, obviously. But no, it was a good show. Long. It's now 8:20. We are back at the hotel now. And honestly, got a tiny bit of work to do, and then we're getting to bed. I do have 2 on stage this weekend in Europe, 1 in Sweden at Pro Qual, 2 in Wellness, and then Harry back on stage in the UK in Classic. So it does unfortunately mean I'm waking up at 1 AM every single night this week to peak them. Today's Friday, so tomorrow they're both 1 day out, so I need to get up at 1 sort of tonight / tomorrow morning, do their check-ins, and then we are getting to the gym, Colin and I, for 7 AM for a push day at a gym called Signature Fitness up in this area of New Jersey. Everybody's been raving about how good of a gym it is, so I'm very excited for that. I'll film a little bit of it for this video and also for a different video I'm currently working on as well. So we only have tickets for prejudging at the Open tomorrow, and then we've got to head back down to Township, New Jersey, just because I've got so much work and obviously clients on stage and stuff. So prejudging starts 10 AM till 12. It's literally only bikini and bodybuilding tomorrow, so obviously I'm just excited for the bodybuilding. Obviously Em wants to watch the bikini, which is fair enough, so we'll be there for that as well. And then yeah, that will conclude the New York Pro weekend. It's been cool. Shame I'm not competing, but definitely for the best. You know, credit to the Classic guys. It was a deep lineup, and I'm not at the standard to stand in that lineup yet. So definitely the right decision not to compete. You know, I need to put the size on, so getting into the hell phase 3 weeks earlier and just taking that time rather than continuing to take, you know, prep and what's required as part of prep and putting that stress on the body. It would not have been worth it for this show. So glad we made that decision. On a different note as well, already had my bloods back from Yorkshire Blood Clinic. If you do need blood work and you're in the UK, Code Eagles, Yorkshire Blood Clinic. Did a full panel of those guys, literally I think 6 days after finishing FIBO, so when blood work would be at its worst, and it's come back pretty good. We're very, very happy. Like, all the health markers are great. Only thing that's a little bit tanked was just adrenals and cortisol, just from stress of the body. Just a lot of inflammation from sort of muscle tissue and stuff. But lipids, full blood count, kidney, EGFR, cysteine C, all those sorts of markers that we would expect to be a little bit elevated, should we say, at that phase immediately post-show, were all pretty perfect. So clearly didn't push things hard enough, is what I've learned. No, that was a joke. We're doing things properly. Puts us in a good spot ready for the off-season, so we will continue the health phase a lot longer. I want to do 8 to 12 weeks really, fully clean out, and then we'll get things ramped up for the off-season. But right now we're just enjoying training and our time in the US. So health sups time on that note to keep the blood work looking good. Quick shower and then cheesecake review and then bed. Cheesecake time. We have the Cinnabon here. And we've also got the red velvet. Not tried this one ever personally. Heard some good things. No, I'm not eating these 2 entire cheesecakes. I am simply trying a little bit of either and then going to bed. Em doesn't even want any tonight, so we'll go with the Cinnabon first. Do it like that so you can see the cross section all the way down. Bit of the squirty cream. Yeah, that is unreal. That's going to be hard to beat. I love cinnamon. I love Cinnabon. Big fan of cheesecake, so you put all 3 together, it's pretty hard to beat. Now, this one. Now for me, I think this one's probably going to have too much sort of frosting, cream, cheese, whatever it is on it. Might be a little bit much for me, but we'll try it regardless. Much more cheesecakey. That's more a cinnamony, stronger flavour. So that's a bit too much for me. I think Emma will really like that though, because she likes sort of the cream cheesy frosting. So yeah, cheesecake reviews so far. Cinnabon, 10 out of 10. Salted caramel, 9.5 out of 10. Red velvet, 8 out of 10. Purely because it's just a little bit too much for me, but it's been a good day. I'm going to get to bed and try and get some sleep before client check-ins at 1, and we've got push at 7 AM tomorrow, which will be a very good session. So, all right then, it is. What the fuck is up with that seat? It's 4:30 in the morning. Funnily enough, I couldn't sleep, so here we are. Right, well, I'm not using that Peloton, and I'm excited because they've got Peloton bikes, and I've never used a Peloton bike in my life, so I'm about to go so fucking quick. Tour de France, fucking full-on Lance Armstrong type shit. Let's get it. I am wearing the same clothes as yesterday because, I'll be honest, I wasn't supposed to do cardio whilst being here. I was meant to take a rest from it, so I didn't bring any clothes. So instead I've just put on the same fucking clothes as yesterday because they were pretty sweaty, and I only had one other set of clothes for today and I wasn't getting that dirty. There we go. We're going to get like, you know when they get all the people dancing on screen and it's like bouncing and you like put your hands up and shit. I'm just going to start cranking that out at 4:30 AM in the hotel lobby. Seat needs to be a bit lower. But the most embarrassing part of that is I'm not the only one in here. But yeah, I'm going to box off half hour and then see you at the gym for a push session. We're at Signature Fitness. I have filmed like a part of a whole other video, so I'm not going to give you a gym tour because it's fucking massive. It's 60,000 square feet and there's like 1,000 pieces of kit if you include cardio and shit. It's all like old school shit though, like Life Fitness, Hammer Strength, a lot of Cybex. Not much new shit. We're on the Strive. They've got like 5 Strive pieces. We're literally doing delts and arms. So we've done a machine lat raise on the pre-core, and now we're doing Strive, delt press, Then we'll do a rid out, and then we'll just do some arms. Because we only have about an hour to train, so efficiency. Might just send a set. Okay, let's get it.
I'm gonna do it at 7:45 in the morning.
Yeah, he's early to be fair. Em and I got here at like 6:30, did a load of filming for this other video, and we started training at like 7:15, which I'm fasted. The cheesecake from last night, doing wonders. We have also decided we're not going to IHOP this morning, fuck that. Like, Em and I both woke up, we're so full. Got here, check with Colin. Colin's like, yeah, I'm good, dude. Don't need that shit. So, IHOP's gonna have to wait, which I never thought I'd say in my life, but we've got a nice mega fit meal in the fridge waiting, so instead of pancakes, we'll go have some like sweet potato and fucking bison. We're gonna ego lift. Kyle's not here. It's the only session I can ego lift. We're going full stack. This is gonna work. I might need help getting this up. First rep. 3, 2, 1. Yep, mine.
Go.
Good. Nice. Reach round forwards. There. Touch forward. There. That's it. And just drag out. Not too far yet. Good. That's it. Makes it a lot harder.
I mean, I feel more so like not my mid back.
Yeah. Yeah. When you lean back, it just gets trapped.
Yeah.
We've done a tricep extension, just a Vulcan grip push down. Now we're going to try out this, it's called Max Pump. It is a equipment brand I've never used before. It seems very similar to Mutech, very adjustable, very heavy, feeling this. That is really nice, I love that goal. Really, really nice. Right, hammer strength, MTS bicep curl. I thought the other Nautilus Nitro, which I slightly prefer to this one, but this one's still pretty good. We are back from the gym. As I said, we were sacking off the IHOP that we had planned because we don't need more shit food, okay? With me, I've got my MegaFit meal prep. We have 3 options for meals here. All of these are about 480 calories, but a good serving of, that's got 57 protein. I'm probably gonna eat that one. We're going for the wraps, post-workout. Really fucking elite. I'm a big fan of MegaFit. They've obviously hooked me up for this trip with all our food. We've got protein packs back in the freezer at home, which are just literally sort of servings of protein ready to eat. This is their wraps, their pre-made meals. We've got a few of these. So 480 calories, 50 carb, 60 protein, and 15 fat. So some very good macros. Bosch, microwave, 90 seconds, job done. Right, post-workout chicken wraps. Looks unreal. The best bit about MegaFit, if you are in the US, right, I'm not gonna lie, the food quality out here is not the best. MegaFit is actually good food quality. I don't have a promo code, right? I'm not actually in a contract or sponsored by them. They just send me a load of meals to help me with my time out here, helps me hold the mic. So yeah, I'm a big advocate of them. It's not the cheapest, right, but you're paying for quality and convenience, which to me at this point goes a long way. So I'm gonna eat this, then I'm gonna head over, watch bikini and bodybuilding. I've got another mega fit meal to eat after that, and then we're gonna head back, and that will conclude our trip to the New York Pro. But it's been a fun one. We are back from the show. We watched pre-judging this morning. I have Tonio ahead personally. I just think he's more complete. Chris was very impressive in person. Absolutely terrifying, absolutely massive. He just still struggles to hit his back double. But size-wise, Chris is obviously a lot bigger. Completeness and presentation, just polish. I think Tonio is a lot better. I'd personally have Tonio. I'm kind of biased to that. Slightly prettier shape, more balanced and better presentation. But at the end of the day, it's bodybuilding. I wouldn't argue if they gave it to Chris. So it was close. The top two were fantastic. Rafa was still just not in condition. Blessing was just not in condition, which is a shame. But yeah, Tonio and Chris both fucking bought it. They were very, very impressive. You will notice we're back in our hotel about an hour from where the show was, back down near Iron Revolution, where we're staying for the few weeks. We're not staying for finals tonight. Emma's not feeling great, so she's gone to bed, and I've got copious amounts of work to do and very little sleep tonight because I've got 2 on stage tomorrow, as you know, and tomorrow's actually their show days, which means I have to be up at 1, 2:30, 3:30, and then awake from 4 in order to peak them both, because obviously it's just so finite. So I've just done Harry's third check-in today before bed. Tuva will get hers over soon. We'll do that. I am just about to eat another meal. Back with a mega fit. We've got orange chicken that I'm trying here. And I've just literally got a lot of editing to do. I need to edit this video. I need to sort some footage for other videos that are in the pipeline and make sure that all gets up. I'm also doing mine and Emma's laundry. Came to do the laundry and then realised the Airbnb didn't have any wash pods or wash powder or anything to wash clothes with. They've got a washing machine, just nothing to put in it. So instead of going back out in the car after driving home, I have just Uber Eats'd some. So I am waiting on them to arrive to do the laundry. It's Saturday afternoon. It's absolutely pissing it down outside. So we're just going to have a lazy night in. I'm probably going to watch the New York Pro live stream later just to watch finals. But it was only bikini and bodybuilding today. So we didn't decide to stay because the amateur show's on now. The amateur show's probably going to overrun. So it would have been a very late night plus a long drive back. So we just thought we'll come back, get ahead on work, and it means tomorrow we can have a bit more of a relaxed day, as it is Sunday tomorrow. It is a long-awaited rest day, long overdue. I will be doing my cardio, of course, and I've got to be up early for clients, so it means that I can then probably have a few naps later in the day just to catch up, and I will probably film a full day of eating tomorrow of what my diet is like out here in America, because so far all we've seen is fucking cheesecake and muffins, and that's actually been about the only cheat meal I've had since being out here is 2 Cheesecake Factories and the muffin. Everything else has been bang on. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. The New York Pro was an experience. Shout out Naz, the boy. Excited to see him in Pittsburgh next week. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.